G'day humans, Chris Stead here. Today I'm doing a review of Saffire Freycinet.
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
Yes!
Dad, I'm hungry.
Okay, so I've just landed in Hobart, Tasmania, and the Saffire Freycinet people met me at the gate as I got off the plane, which was lovely. I wasn't expecting that, and walked me down. They got an actual lounge here, nice sizable lounge with a selection of drinks, including alcohol and some snacks, so you can get your party started early if you want. Not for me. I'm going to drive in a hire car, which I'm sitting in right now, to the resort, which is about 2.5 hours away, I'm told. Interestingly, which is very cool, they gave us a little like bag, a little gift bag with some goodies in it for the drive. I'm seeing here, we've got a nice cold water, some hazelnut fudge I'm really excited about, and we've got here, oh, just a mix of snack food, and some guides as well. That's very nice. Really like that. Wasn't expecting that at all. So, very lovely start. All right, let's get driving. So Saffire Freycinet is on the east coast of Tasmania, right next to the Freycinet National Park, which is potentially best known for the hazards, this incredible mountain range or run of mountains, and also for Wineglass Bay. Now, I have been lucky enough to spend a couple of nights here doing a lot of the activities. It's an all-inclusive stay. It's a real luxury stay, with one of the most incredible views and outlooks you're ever going to come across or ever going to see. And they've got a really interesting way of, interesting run of experiences here for guests that I'm going to talk through as I take you on a bit of a tour. So I'll take you around the entire resort so you can have a good look at it. And also obviously the room, which is magnificent. And all the little bits and pieces that have helped to make this one of the best stays I've ever had. So let's dive in with my review. So here we are out at the entrance of the Saffire Freycinet main hub area. This beautiful piece of architecture that we can see here kind of dipping away and creating a not dissimilar shape to the hazards, which you'll see in a sec. So very subtle. It's not too far from Hobart. It took me about 2 and a bit hours to drive up here from the airport. It's a lovely drive too. It's a little long. Well, it was for me after coming in from Sydney and having to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but yeah, it's a beautiful drive, so not too bad, and very much worth it, as you'll see. So this lovely great entranceway, the way that they designed it, all the architecture, the bent wood, everything's, you can see the shapes, everything's been done purposefully and gives it that touch of class throughout. I love this entranceway. When I came in here for the first time, I was literally blown away. I had no idea what to expect. Saffire. Apparently it used to be an old camping ground. I was just heard before, and then they've certainly done it up a long way from there. So look at that. What an entrance. Absolutely beautiful. And it was a sunny day when I arrived as well. It's quite clouded over a little bit today. And you can see, stand here, they hand you a glass of champagne, and you are ready to relax almost instantly. Isn't it spectacular? So down here we've got a little lounge area. I'll take you down there in a second. That's where you're going to have your lunches. Sit there and watch the view and have a few drinks. And over this side is kind of where you have your dining. So that's where your dinner's going to be and your breakfasts. And this is the main hub. And then everything down there you can see, those are your various rooms. All of which have a very similar footprint. I'll sneak in ahead of these guests that have just arrived. So you're going to see these kind of statues and sculptures, art, tapestries all the way through the place. It's all very, 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 very beautiful. All the awards, look at that. Little library up here. Look at this table, I love it. Look at it. So there isn't too many people here at the moment. I reckon maybe even just 6 or 7 groups. But I know it was full last weekend. They had a bit of I think they had a kind of a wine mixer event here, and it was full. So it'd be amazing to see what it's like when it's hustling and bustling. I'll walk down here.
Sorry, I'm really hungry.
You're all right. The staff have been absolutely incredible. Which is what you'd expect, but you know, it's still nice when it rings true. Out there, you can see this is this dining area. Now, like I said, it's all inclusive. So that's your food and your drinks. They've got an incredible selection of beverages, cocktails, and a pretty, like, it's not a wide selection of food options. Like, you know, you got basically A or B when you sit down for dinner. But, oh my God, is it incredible. Uses a lot of local produce. They use a lot of local gins, local wines in the drinks, you know, as much as they can. It's Tasmanian, but also in the food and the produce. A lot of it just off the land out here, and it is delicious. The food has been sublime.
Alright, so I'm going impromptu right now. I'm just doing a quick video. I've just been eating in the Saffire Freycinet restaurant for dinner. First night I've been here. They served me up this 5 or 6 course dinner with paired wines the whole way through. It started with oysters. There was duck, there's calamari, there's wallaby, and I'm just eating this dessert at the moment at the end, and it is... I am so full, and it is so good. I am blown away. It is... Food matters.
pure luxury. Speaking of which, just the little touches that you get. Like when I first got here, I came up, I got my champagne. She said, "Oh, your room's ready." And we walked down to the room, and we got to the room. Everything in the car, my luggage and everything that I left in the car and just left out in that little front area, was already sitting in the room. So I couldn't believe it. When did you do that? How did you do that? That's a happy guy. His water feature running through the middle of the building. A massive selection of drinks. And here's a little lunch setup, so you can just this changes each day. You can have something just directly off here, or you can also order a la carte. And you've got all the drinks down there. I also did an amazing mixology event here yesterday as well. Got a fire coming through there, and it's obviously a really lovely place to sit, watch the sun go down, enjoy some food and some drinks. Very, very comfortable, and like I said, just delicious food and amazing drinks. Really did make for something special. Now, I've got very little bad, if anything bad, to say about this place, I've got to say. This could be one of my first reviews where I've got basically no criticism. This little open barbecue area up here. They've got a boardroom downstairs, so obviously they host events here. I don't know if they do weddings or anything like that, but a bit of a garden for the chef. So one thing I do wish that they had, which they don't have, well, there's two things actually. Let's just get my two criticisms out of the way. I really wish they had a spa. They've got a spa as in massages, but I mean a spa as in like a body of warm water with bubbles in it. I would have loved to have just sat in a spa and just had a drink and just stared at that. I would have done that for hours and been very, very happy man. And a fire pit. A fire pit. Maybe they just can't do it this close to the national park. There might be a reason why they can't, but I would have loved a fire pit just to have a nice fire to sit around, actual fire, as opposed to the gas fire. So facility-wise, it's pretty bare-boned. So this is this main building and there's the accommodation, and that's kind of it. So here's the spa in there. And there's also a gym in there, very, very small gym. Apparently it's a lot of use, but it is very small. You wouldn't be able to fit very many people in there. So as you can see, the gym hasn't got a whole lot of equipment, and it's, quite small. So, I don't know, I don't go to these places to work out, but plenty of people do. And there's that front of that building. Okay, so I'll take you down here. So like I said, there's only a handful of guests here at the moment, and they've definitely made an effort to spread everyone out. So it seems like we're all kind of like got 4 or 5 empty buildings between us, but I am here in, well, it's just the first few days of spring, so it's been the very cold months, and it gets cold in Tasmania. It's very cold. Righto. So take you down here. Everything here is native, like everything's, all the plants. Apparently when they stopped it from being a caravan park, they went through, or when they first had it as a caravan park, they went through and laid seeds for all the natives the whole way through, like ridiculous number, and then pruned it back to what they wanted after they'd all grown. So it all looks amazing. Like I said before, I love the shapes. You'll see these all around the place, going beautiful curves. You can see the kind of it running off at angles and with the glass showing, and it's just all very, very nice. So one of the really interesting things that they do here is experiences, and it's part of it. I think I looked at it before. I'm pretty sure that they're all inclusive except for one. There's a couple of third-party ones, and there's one at the moment. It's a wildlife one, and that was a fair bit extra, like $375 extra. But I think that's a third-party one. I think maybe go do whale watching or something like that. Seals. I'm not really sure. I probably shouldn't be saying. That's what I suspect. But all the other ones are included, and they'll develop an itinerary for you, or they will just let you choose, and you can just change it on the day if you want to. You can do, wine tasting, not do a wine tasting, that type of thing. Now I've done as many as I can fit in. There's a few of these around everywhere, these rusted sculptures. They look really cool, and they have been so much fun. When I first saw it, I was like, oh wow, that's a lot of experiences. When am I just going to sit here and do nothing and relax? And now that I've done a bunch of them, I'm really wishing that I could do even more. They've just been so good, mostly because the people running them are so excellent. I've just finished actually a connection to country talk with Mick, a local Indigenous fella, and it was brilliant. 2 hours it went for, and I was like, oh geez, that sounds like a long stretch. Nope. It was just so absorbing and so immersive and so well done. I really enjoyed it. The mixology class that I did with a young Italian bloke who's 24-year-old Italian guy. Excellent. It was really good. I learned so much. Had a really good talk with him. There was a beekeeper, Rod was his name. Again, excellent. Went and stood, got covered with bees. There's an oyster farm one. You can go to the local distillery and do a tour there. There's a wine tour at the oldest vineyard on, I can't remember if you said Tasmania or the East Coast, but yeah, some more of these sculptures here. So cool, aren't they? And kind of obviously everywhere you look, the hazards. So that's those mountain ranges over there. Wine glasses on the other side. They're kind of always in your view.
The thing is, every shake you will melting ice. Melting. The thing is, recognize when is the results you want.
Well, this probably isn't the best time to be doing my review of the mixology experience because I'm feeling pretty drunk. But what a great time. So I've just been chatting to the 24-year-old Italian mixology bloke they've got here, working behind the bar, and geez, had so much fun. He's just such a lovely guy and such a believer in what he's doing, and the way that he felt about it, and the detail he went to in explaining why he was doing what he was doing was just so arresting. You know, I really enjoyed it, and the drinks were delicious, and I'm pissed, which is another great outcome, right? But yeah, it's just I just wanted to say I just had a really good time, really good time, and the sun's setting and it's just all beautiful, and yeah. So if you're coming here, mixology class, yeah, very good. That's spectacular. Yeah, so these experiences that you can do really make for a different kind of travel experience to what I was expecting. I was expecting to come here, get lavished, I looked after amazingly well. I expected the delicious food, even though it's even better than I thought it was going to be. I expected amazing staff. I expected a spectacular view and a beautiful room. All those things that definitely ticks all those boxes. But what's really made it has been these experiences. They're the things that I've just really, really enjoyed. And then just kind of sitting back and talking to other guests, because it's obviously not a very big resort. So you do these experiences with the other guests, and then you get to know them. And then afterwards you'll be up at that little bar, having a drink, having a chat to them, learning more about them. So that's been a really lovely experience too, getting to know and meet other people. Now, I just wanted to show you this. This is the way down to the beach. So you can go down to the beach. There's kayaks down there and other activities you can do, bike riding, stuff like that you can do. And it's a bit of a walk down there. It's a beautiful walk, a beautiful beach. And obviously a spectacular view down there. And you can get the Aurora Australis over the hazards if you've got a lot of luck and the right time of year. Okay, let's go back and show you the room. So there's a couple of bigger rooms. There's a couple of bigger rooms down here which have like a separate bedroom and a kitchen, but most of the rooms are like the room I'm about to show you, which is my room. And the footprint's more or less the same. So what you see, unless you go for one of the really bigger places that has a kitchenette and a separate bedroom and so forth, you're going to have a room like the one I'm about to show you. And you can see everything's undercover is what it made. Oh look, there's a better look at that building. Sorry, I should have shown you that in more detail before. So isn't it just beautiful the way they've shaped it? And inside they've got like wood that's been kind of bent into that shape as well, which is not easy to do. Definitely not cheap to do. And it just feels very organic, doesn't it, to the land, which is I also like. Okay, so here we are coming up to my room, Feldspar, which is, I know it sounds Nordic, doesn't it? Feldspar. Number 5. So when you enter, you're coming through into this courtyard, which was quite a surprise. I wasn't expecting to walk into this. And a nice little welcome down there and some indigenous inspired patterns. Like I assume that's Indigenous inspired. It's a bit like dot art. And a lot of private courtyard to come in and sit. I guess in that warmer period, it might be quite lovely out here. I haven't found a need to use it, but it just kind of gives you a sense of the type of opulence to expect when you go into the next section, which is the room. So I think you'll find it'll be something that'll catch your eye straight away. It certainly did for me, which is the spectacular view, which all the rooms have. So there's the bed, and it looks out over this, and you can leave that open. It's very private, and the sun rises right over there. Isn't that a view to die for? I have not been able to take my eyes off these the whole time I've been here. They're just so powerful. And look, they've done such a good job just keeping this clutter free. You've got so much glass on the wall as well, giving you that kind of like, 180, even a bit more than 180 just view, just framing it perfectly. They've done such a good job. It's beautiful. And it's just shrubland in front of you, They haven't, overdeveloped or built anything in front of the rooms. So all the rooms have this. And it's just such a sense of privacy, despite the fact, that there's rooms, on either side of you. Nice little details around. So if you want to let the air in, you can just open these and it'll pull the air from outside and bring it into the room for you. If you want to get some fresh air, lovely touch. Lots of obviously lots of space. I mean, look how much room there is. So you've got a little reading nook over here. There's magazines and books are provided for you. The cookies were here for me as well. I haven't got into those. And nice comfy couch over here. A little study nook. Phone system. In here is a mini bar. So you've got all of this is all included, but it's all inclusive. And you can have them, put specific stuff in there if you like a certain type of beer or anything like that. Again, you can just dive into any of this stuff up in here. Some chocolates and chips, some local spirits. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, you're probably be wondering, oh, there's no TV. Why would you need a TV? You've got that view, but just for some reason you wanted to. Check it out. It's hidden up here. So you can bring this down. I won't bring it all the way. You can bring the TV down, rotate it, and watch some TV if you like. I have not felt a need to do that while I've been here. Okay, let's talk about this bed. It is fantastic. Such a comfortable bed. I did not want to get up this morning, and it wasn't because I went to the mixology class the night beforehand. Well, it was a little bit, but yeah, just the pillows, the doona, the mattress, luxe. Really, really nice. As you can see, just lovely finishes all around. It's all pretty modern. So you've got all the blinds are powered, all the lights are kind of connected in interesting ways. It's kind of hard to read this, I will say that. I had to put my glasses on to see what I was pressing. There's another panel over here. Yeah, it's pretty spick. There's a full sound system here. So you can sync up your device to Bluetooth, go through here, pump some music. This here's where the aircon comes out. It's really interesting, it comes out of there. It did, for the most part, I didn't hear it, but when it kind of clicks on it, it is a little bit loud, but it's so thermally controlled in here that it just barely ever kicked in anyway. And the room was, even despite the fact it was quite cold, 6 degrees outside, in here has just been the same temperature since the moment I got here. And there's like lots of little space up there, and the way that it's all angled, it's just such a lovely room. Isn't it great? And it has a little balcony out here as well. So that's going to give you a little place to sit outside. And just be warned, you can't open this door from the outside, because I locked myself out pretty quickly. Right, so that's this room. And then through here, we've got quite an opulent bathroom. So a bit of a walk-in wardrobe, plenty of storage space. I mean, you're not going to, look how little bit I took up. And you got, your safe, or you know, robes, all that kind of stuff going on in here. And they come and sort it out for you every single day, obviously, a couple of times a day to do a turn down, and you can choose what and what not to bother cleaning, so you don't have to be, you know, don't have to replace everything unless you request it, which is good for just sustainability and so forth. It's a nice big open room. Amazing kind of shower system here. So they've got the middle one and 2 rainmakers, which you can activate through these 3. So you can have a his and hers, or his and his, or hers and hers shower. And a lovely bath with a look over the hazards. Fantastic. And a toilet, which, other than the fact it's a toilet, is also very, very big. So a lot of space, and in no way claustrophobic. A fantastic room. Yeah, really, 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 really nice. So there you go, guys. That's my review of Saffire Freycinet. So it's not Freycinet, it's Freycinet, named after a French explorer, I believe. I did double check that to make sure that's how you say it correctly, because some people, even locals, were saying Freycinet, but no, it's Freycinet. So Saffire Freycinet, what a stay. Just, it ticks the boxes that you'd expect it to tick. Like it definitely hits that luxury target that it's trying to hit. It definitely feels private and isolated. That obviously ticks the natural wonder box as well. The food has just been fantastic, and the room's spectacular. Everything's, all your needs are taken care of. The staff are wonderful. It really, really has been really good. But then it's those experiences which really set it apart for me. That just, I just wasn't expecting to love them like I have. And rather than kind of going, oh, do I really want to cram my day for them? I'm like, I want to do more. I wish I could do all of them. If I had enough time, I'd definitely do them all. So if you're wondering whether or not this is the place for you, hopefully I've answered that question for you one way or another. It's obviously not a cheap place to stay, but you're definitely getting that quality luxury experience for your money. All right, that's my review of Saffire Freycinet. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos. And until next time, I'm back on the road. You.